Alright, so in this very short video, I'm going to show you how you can work on your cryptocurrency. Let's say you've created a cryptocurrency website. So I'm going to show you how you can create your plan and work on the plan. And so I'm going to show you how you can add your payment gateway, add your wallet in the manual and the automatic. So let's go into it. Now, what first thing you want to do is to go to your dashboard basically. And so what I want to do first of all is to come here and look for what I call manage schema. Now schema is also known as your plan, so it's in two forms. So we have your schema schedule and the manage schema. It is so from here henceforth I'm going to be calling it plan, so but it's known as schema, so I'm going to call it plan so you can understand properly. Now we're going to go to the schedule. Now, schedule is just talked about how long it will take for a return to come in, right? So if somebody invests $100, how long do you want them to get return on investment? Every 1 hour or every 24 hours or a week? That's weekly, monthly, and yearly. Now, naturally, once you install your script, it comes with hourly, daily, and weekly. I was the one that personally added the monthly and the yearly. So how do you do this? So basically, the script calculates in hours. So let's say you want to do weekly. So what you want to do is to come here and you're going to give your schema a name, or your plan a name, or your plan scheduler, sorry, a name. So let's say I want to make it 2 days, right? So I'm just going to put 2 days. Now you're going to keep calculate how many hours is in a day. A day is 24 hours. In 2 days it will be 48 hours. So you're going to put 48 here. You're going to say it's 48 hours. So we're going to click add schedule and successfully. So you could see that we have hourly, daily, 2 days, and weekly. It arranges accordingly to the amount of hours that's been stipulated for that particular plan schedule, right? The next thing you're going to go to is manage schema. Remember, schema is a plan, so it's your investment plan here, right? So we've scheduled the hours on the weekly and everything on that the return on investment will come in. The next thing is to come to manage the schema or manage the plan, right? Now you notice there are about four plans here, right? I personally added the gold plan, right? So let me show you how I did that. Now remember, both the plan schedule, you could always edit them. Just click on the edit button. So we're going to edit this gold, right? But let me show you how to create a new one, then I will walk you back into editing any of this. So you want to click on add here. Then I'm going to click on upload on the avatar, upload avatar, and I'm going to just say gold. All right, this is gold, and it's an image I uploaded, so I know the image name. So I can call this silver. That's the silver plan. Then under the schema badge, which is also like your schema plan. So if you come here, you're going to see something, right? You see this is the best schema. This is like the best plan you're offering. Then I also created the best now, which is for the gold. Now you could add, let's say we want people to pick a particular one. If they go through and thinking, oh, what plan is the best? Once they see this, they're like, okay, this is the best one you recommend. So you could come here and call the badge recommended, right? Then here, next thing, you have your schema type. It's asking what kind of plan do you want. Do you want people to have a fix, so that if they want to invest, they can only invest $100 or 200? Is fixed amount of money. But if you keep it in range, it means okay, they can invest between 100 to, let's say, $1,000. You can put more, so they can invest 100, 150, 200, between that range, but they cannot invest past 1,000 or below $100, right? Now your return on investment. So how do you want to be? So for every, you could do like for every 100 they get like a 10%. So for every time they invest $100, for every $100 they get 10%. You could also make it fixed, right? And say for every time they invest $100 in every hour, this is 1 hour, in every 1 hour you'll be giving them maybe $10, or you could give them a percentage, right, depending on what you want. Now this is where we have the schema schedule we did earlier. So we have like hourly, weekly. So what this is saying is, for every time they invest 100 or 200 or $1,000, they'll be getting 10% return on investment hourly, every hour. So every hour they'll be getting 10%. If you put daily, it means every day they'll be getting 10% every day. If you put weekly, it means every week they'll be getting 10%, right? Now that's it. Then for the period, so we have periods. So you could say, okay, I want them to collect this interest, right? This 10% interest every hour 10 times. So every hour they will, for that is for 10 hours. That is this number, 10 hours they'll be getting 100 interest of 10% on $100. So every hour they'll be getting until 10 times. If you want it to be for life, you could put it life, right? But if you want for a period, let's say if you say let's go with weekly, right? Every week they'll be getting 10% on their investment, right? Every week. Now you cannot say that means in 10 weeks, that is after 10 weeks it will end, they will not get anything again, right? So every week for 10 times they'll be getting 10% on their investment. That's what this is for, right? Now the next one is profit return holiday. Now let's say we're doing daily, right? So now every day they are going to be getting 10% for 10 days. Now maybe there are days you don't want them to get any interest, in return on investment for whatever reason. Maybe on Friday you can just put it there. Every Friday in the 10 days they will not get any return, right? Depending on what you want. The next thing is, do you want them to get their whole capital? So they invested in $100 in this investment plan. Now do you want them to get their capital after, let's say after the 10 days has finished, right? Do you want them to now say at the end of the 10 days you will now return their capital to them? If yes, you put yes. If no, it means they will lose their capital but they will get interest, right? So if you want it to be featured, when you remain featured, if you come to the front end of this site, right, if you scroll down, you're going to be seeing the plans here. Now any plan you could have like 10 plans, but it is only the plans that are featured that will be on your website. Those ones that are not on feed, that does not feature, they'll be on the schema. This is the plan, please. Now that's it for that. So you can cancel a plan, you could make this plan trending, then you can activate. But if you don't want this plan to be active, you can just click on deactivate and click on add schema and you are done. But I'm not going to click on it because I've already created so much plan on this account already. It's not like there's a limit, but I just don't want to do that again. So for this, you could do well to just click here to edit it and change it to whatever you want, right? You can change the image, change the plans and everything. So that's for plans. So let's go into the 2 second things and we're done, right? So the second one is you're going to go down to deposits, right? So I'm going to teach you the first part of the deposits, which is the manual deposit, before we come to the automatic. The automatic is a bit tricky, so I'm going to take it easy. So for the manual, you click on manual deposit here. And you notice I've added 2 deposits. I've added 2 of them are Bitcoin, right? I was trying to test a few things. So I'm going to add another deposit. I'm going to call it Bitcoin because that is what I've prepared for. So do you notice one is active, one is deactivated? Remember, you can always come here and edit them, right? You could change it to Ethereum and all of those stuff. And if you don't need it, you could just make sure that you scroll down and leave it at deactivated. It means it will not show up when people are trying to pay manually. So what you want to do if you want to add a new manual plan is click on add new here. Now you're going to set your logo here. So I'm going to pick the Bitcoin logo. So I'm going to call this Bitcoin, right? The code name is BTC, right? The currency is still Bitcoin. Then I want you to come here and type Bitcoin symbol. Now this is the Bitcoin symbol, so I will just copy it. Then come back here and just paste the symbol, right? Then the conversion, you could also come here, just open another tab and type BTC to dollar. Now for that, you just want to paste it here, right? So one BTC. So this is, if you do this right, you are wrong because you will think, oh, this is the exchange rate. No, what this is saying is what is $1 in BTC, right? What you do is when you come here, is on the dollar aspect, you type 1. This is it. Then you come back here and you paste this. What this is telling you that the $1 is equals to this in Bitcoin, right? Do you want to charge them? I won't charge them in fixed. I don't want to charge them percentage. You can charge them in percentage. I want to charge them $1 for every transaction. What's the minimum deposit? So I'll just say the lowest they can deposit is 100. The highest could be 1,000, but you could put more. Under option, add option here, we're going to put send screenshot, right? Then I'll put upload so they can upload a screenshot. I will make sure this is required. Then here I can give them the payment instruction. Says pay to this and send your proof of payment. So send your proof of payment above. Then you could put your crypto at your BTC wallet address and any other information, right? Once you're done with all of this, make sure to cross check it, right? Then what you want to do, you would add another option and say your full name or your transaction ID, depending on what you want, right? So just click on save changes when you're done. Successful. And that's how to create a crypto wallet address, right? So people, when they want to deposit, they can just deposit basically manually and you can approve it. Now when a person makes deposit manually, what you want to do is you come here, you're going to see pending manual deposit. That depending manual deposit, you're going to see this here, then you can approve it, right? You'll see the screenshot and everything. Now the last one is your automated payment method. Now the automated payment method is a bit tricky, right? I notice I've added the pay stack here. I will show you how I did this. So before you even come to create your automated payment method, the first thing you want to do is under deposit, you see automated, you see manual. The first thing you want to do is to come here called automatic gateways. You click here. Now under the automatic gateways, the script provides you a lot of them. We have PayPal, Stripe, Molly, Perfect Money, Coinbase, Paystack, and all of that. So what you want to do first of all is to make sure that it is yes, right? The ones you don't need, make sure it's no. What am I saying? Make sure it is activated, right? The ones you want, and the ones you don't want, make sure they are deactivated. So I'm going to click on this. Now on the Paystack, you want to make sure you get your Paystack public key and your Paystack secret key and your email, right? You must put this. The same to with other automatic payment method. You want to make sure to get their APIs, right, that connect your account to this script so that people can pay automatically. Once you do that and you have secured that, what you want to do is to come under deposit and click on automatic method. Then click on add new here. And here I'm just going to choose Paystack. So then it will show you different currency under Paystack, right? If you choose, let's say, Monify, it will show you that Monify only uses Naira. If you choose CoinGate, it will show different crypto people can pay with, right? Make sure to pick the one you have access to. So I'm just going to put the Nigerian Naira. Then the name could be Pay with Paystack. Then the currency symbol, you could put your Naira symbol here. To do that, just go and search Naira symbol. Simple. How much is $1 to Naira? So you click on 1,450. Then do you want to charge? I can put 1%, right? Then the minimum deposit is $100. The maximum deposit, let's say $1,000. Then active. Then click on save changes. Then you can see I have 2 Paystack here, right? So it automatically deactivates one because you cannot have more than one, right? So basically that's how to create a Paystack payment gateway, but that's also how to create a manual and an automatic payment gateway. So this is everything. You could also do referrals and all of that. This is everything I think you need to know. I've covered the remaining parts in all of my videos, but this is something that a lot of people don't cover when creating a crypto investment platforms like this. So don't forget to like, to subscribe, and share if you haven't. Thank you, and have a blast.